In the last class, I've discussed about the topologies which are related to the three-phase three-wire system. Okay? We have a distribution system. When you see about the distribution system, the distribution system is likely to have a single-phase system and a three-phase three-wire system and three-phase four-wire system. Okay. Here I'm just going to show about, we have seen the topologies which are related to the three-phase three-wire system. Now we are trying to see with respect to the three-phase four-wire D-STATCOM or four-wire system. In that case, we have over here, you have seen in the earlier case of a three-phase three-wire system, a non-isolated VSC and isolated VSC. Basically, this isolation is with respect to the AC side circuit and with respect to the voltage source converter. Okay. This is a 4-leg VSI and 3-leg VSC base with split capacitors, and we have a 3-leg VSC with 3 DC capacitors. Okay, 3-leg VSC with 3 DSC capacitors and 2-leg VSC, and we have zigzag transformer, star delta, star XA, and T connected transformer. This 2-leg VSC with respect to three-phase three-wire system, we have seen it also. Okay. Next is the 3-leg VSC based with these transformers, zigzag star delta and star H and T connected Scott transformer star delta. In a case of isolated VSC, we have a 3 single phase VSC topologies, and then the 3-leg VSC with a zigzag transformer, and then 2-leg VSC with this traffic. I mean, this particular topology is with respect to the 4-leg VSC. Okay, we have a 4-leg VSC. This is this topology also we have been discussed. This about the neutral. In general, we have seen up to this. This is the particularly with respect to the 3-phase three-wire distribution system. For a 3-phase 4-wire system, we have one more leg, which here in this case, the neutral current which is going to flow this way, and based upon the operation, again it is going to circulate in the filter currents of IFA, IFA, and IFP and IFC. Instead of, if there is no neutral for this particular, if you think about this, if there is no neutral over here, let us assume that there is no neutral, then in that case the neutral current is going to flow over here and it is going to circulate on this phase of A, phase of B, and phase of C. In that case, the ISA currents and ISP currents and ISC currents are unbalanced. Okay. The neutral current which is going to flow over here is ILA plus ILB, load currents of ILB and ILC is equal to, this is a minus of ICL. Okay. If there is any unbalance in the load currents, then obviously we have a neutral current which is going to flow with the ILA. I mean, this is the current which is of the reference compensator, reference 4th leg current. The reference 4th leg current also. Okay, instead of going to this way, to this particular line, it goes over this IC. Instead of going to this ISL, it is going to flow to the ICL when you have the 4th leg. This way, we are going to compensate, or we are going to improve the ISC current, ISB current, ISC current. If we are allowing the neutral current this way, it is going to redistribute, according to the requirement of the individual currents also. Okay. I mean, it is not going to equally divide with all the three phases. The neutral current which is going of ICN, it is of the requirement of what the ILA is. What this should be ILA, and what should be the ILP, and what should be the ILC. Depending on that, it is going to flow. Yeah, the point here it is, if you are allowing this the neutral current to this source, then the ISA and ISP and ISC are not going to balanced. See, the one of the objective of using the D-STATCOM, which I was discussing in the earlier classes, is the current, the source currents are uh, balanced and sinusoidal, and it should be in phase. These are the requirement. So in phase with the source voltages. See, one thing it is, when you doesn't in a three-phase four-wire system, when you don't have the fourth leg, then obviously the source currents and ISP and ISC are not a balance. We are not able to maintain the source currents or in a, I mean, we are not going to improve the source current quality. Okay, this is about a four-leg VSC based three-phase four-wire D-STATCOM connected to a three-phase four-wire system. Okay. Yeah. And next is we have a topology which is of a non-isolated. It's a isolated topology. This is earlier topology which is with reference to the a non-isolated. Here there is an isolation transform which is connected in the isolation between the power circuit and then the inverter circuit also, the distribution circuit. Yeah, the fourth leg, which is going to connect this transformer. Okay, it has been connected. I mean, if you look into the connection, this topology, see, this is the leg. This is one of the phase, and this is also one of the phase of phase C, and this is one of the phase of phase C. Okay, the neutrals here. This is a neutral here. This is one of the phase is going to connect over here, and the neutral is having a connection. This connects transformer, and this transformer, and this particular transformer. Okay. See, I mean, this way, what we are going to is, we are going to provide the path of the neutral current. One thing is, in the IFA, in earlier case also, what is going to happen here, in the case of a four-leg topology also, the fourth, the neutral current, which is going to redistribute among the phases of A phase and the B phase of the A phase of the filter current and the B phase of the filter current. Here, the neutral current, if you see in this case, the neutral current is going to flow over here. If there is no neutral over here, what is going to happen? It is going to flow this way and have the path over the either the phase A or either the phase B and phase C. Here also same thing, the neutral current which is going to flow this way, and it is going to redistribute it in this phases of ICA, ICB and ICC. Instead of going to redistribute over the neutral current in this source, it is going to redistribute in the ICA, ICB and ICC this way. Okay. The same thing over here in this particular case of the topology of the three-phase single-phase VSC based. It is just instead of going to this particular direction, the impedance of this particular IL current, instead of flowing to this, it is going to flow this way. Okay, it is not required to provide any kind of a the switching logic. It is not required for that. It is automatically, instead of going to this way, it is going to provide this way, Why? Because the impedance offered for this neutral current to this source is very much higher than this particular direction. Okay. Yeah, this is a three-leg VSC based with a split capacitor. We have a split capacitor topology over here. The neutral leg is going to connect to this way. Okay. Three-leg VSC with split capacitor. Even this topology also the same thing. This is the ILN. What is the ILN? Is that it's going to flow this way because the impedance offered to this is very much higher than this, and again it is going to redistribute it in the compensator, sorry, the filter corrections. Okay, but especially when there is any DC offset is going to flow in ILN, which is equal to ICN. Only thing is when there is a DC offset current, in that case, there is a capacitor voltage balancing issue. Capacitor voltage balancing issue. Okay, balancing issue. And this particular each the capacitor here it is also going to store the 2 to 1.6 times of the supply peak voltage. Here also this 2 to 1.6 times of the voltage. Then sometimes what happened was the blocking voltage of this particular switch is going to increase because it is going to have the 2 times of the VDC is going to block by this capacitor. The switching rating is going to increase with respect to the blocking voltage. Whereas in the earlier case of this topology, it is going to block only one of the capacitor. It is 2 to 1.6 times of the VDC voltage. But here it is almost all double this 2 to 1.6 times of the VDC voltage. Okay, in that case, the switching rating is going to increase with respect to this. And the switching losses also may be the more, but the advantage with respect to the three-leg VSC and split capacitor topology is we are going to decrease one of the leg, and it is much simpler control also. But thing is, this particular capacitor voltage balancing issue will be there when you have a DC current in the source neutral. When the DC component current is going to flow in the ICA. And people says it is also I've not observed it is I've observed when you are allowing the DC current. See when there is a requirement of this particular load a DC current, in that case this particular capacitor voltage balancing issue, capacitor voltage unbalance issue will be there. And what kind of if you have an unequal voltages in the CDC1 and CDC2, then you may not be getting a satisfactory performance. Satisfactory performance in the your whatever the compensator requirement may not be attained also, because one of the voltage maybe if you think that there is a voltage balancing issue, it has been charged. Let us assume that it has been charged 2.2 VDC. Then the other will be around 1.8 VDC. Let us assume that it is 2 VDC, 2 VDC. In that case, it has been charged to the 2 VDC and 1.8 VDC because of the DC component current. In that case, when you're switching the tau switch, the more the voltage is going to apply, when you switch on this top switch. For any kind of a case also. And the bottom switch voltage is applied as 1.8 VDC. In that case, the performance or the current injected by the your inverter may not be the required current also. Even though if you are applying any kind of a hysteresis current kind of a controller, in that case also sometimes the current raise will be much higher also when you have a capacitor voltage unbalance issue. Capacitor voltage unbalance. In that case, we may not be getting the satisfactory performance with respect to ISA and ISB and ISC. See, while you are measuring the, see, now we have a compensator. Now we have a compensator. How do you validate the performance of your compensator? My question is, we have a D-STATCOM. It is required to improve it is required to the, it is required to improve the source current quality. Source current quality. How do you be able to see the effectiveness of your D-STATCOM? One thing is, we need to check out maybe ISA, and we need to measure in the oscilloscope that ISA and ISB and ISC are balanced or not with the oscilloscope. If not, you can do that summation of ISA and ISB and ISC is equal to 0. Yeah, is equal to 0. The summation, when you draw the summation of all these currents, it has to come to the maybe the summation of ISA plus ISB plus ISC. It should be captured over here only, in the 0 only. That is very well you have been calculating this ISN. It should be 0. It should not have any current which is going to flow, maybe the sinusoidal current also, like this. And one more thing is, you can do that. See, the requirement of this compensator is we are making out the source current is a distortion free. We are making out the distortion free in the ISA and ISB. In order to see it is a distortion free, what we are going to measure is, we are going to measure the source current THT. If the THT is less, maybe it is approximately should be equal to 0, but generally what we will see that THT to be less than of a 5%. Okay. These are the one thing is one of the parameter is the source current ISB and ISC should be equal to 0. That is the one of the performance indices are to validate the performance of the D-STATCOM. And one of the indices is the THT is equal to 0 or not. These are the one of the indices. And one more thing is, if you have a capacitor voltage unbalance, that is capacitor voltage unbalance is because of the DC component current which is flowing through the neutral. Because of that, there is unbalance in that. In that case also, you will not be getting the satisfactory performance. How do we validate the satisfactory performance of the source current? We need to validate with respect to the measuring that summation equal to 0 and the THT of the current should be less than 5%. Okay. Okay. Yeah, one thing which I want to make out here, it is, yeah, this is the case for the topology of 3-leg BSC and split capacitor topology, but there are some limitations out there whenever you are going to use the split capacitor based topology. Okay, so please go through that. How are you going to eliminate in this particular topology, especially a 3-leg BSC and split capacitor based topology? What kind of the circuit may be used to balance the capacitor voltage? What kind of the additional circuit could be used to balance the capacitor voltage? Yeah. Now I said like the capacitor voltage balance unbalancing is because of the DC component of the current. There is one more thing at the point which is highlighted in the literature, that is because of the excess neutral current also. I mean, the more the neutral current is there, the neutral current is very much higher. Like, I'm not able to quantify it how much higher it is. One thing is the DC offset current, which is present in the neutral. Okay, is present in the neutral ICL, that is maybe a neutral component of the current. And also what kind of the current will be flowing through the neutral that is the unbalanced component of the current. Unbalanced component of the current. I'm not pretty sure that these are the two things which are making out the capacitor voltage unbalancing in a case of a three-leg VSC and split capacitor based topology. One thing I observed with respect to the DC offset very much, I didn't observe with respect to this unbalanced component of the current also. But very less amount of the unbalanced current, it does not have the influence of, it does not influence the, it does not create a problem of capacitor imbalance. Capacitor imbalance for the minimum current, maybe hardly around, if you take around 10 amperes, let us assume that the load current is of 10 amperes, maybe 8 amperes and 6 amperes, there is a neutral current which is going to flow. These kind of the currents, in general, with my observation, I didn't even see that unbalance in the capacitor voltage. But if you have a more than unbalanced current, more than unbalanced in a sense like I'm not able to quantify it also, because as well, I know that I have not observed it also. People in the literature, they say that if the unbalanced component is very much higher, the higher it is not quantified it also. In that case also, there is a capacitor voltage unbalancing issues there. Only in the three-leg VSC and split capacitor based topology. Okay, yeah. This again extra transformer, which is a non-isolated topology, a three-leg VSC, and one thing is an extra zigzag transformer is provided over here. What exactly this zigzag transformer which is going to do is the same thing. The offered impedance of the neutral current of ZSN is much higher than this particular impedance. Okay, this particular impedance. See here, the current which is going to flow to this, again it is going to redistribute in all the phases of the zigzag transformer. This point, which is going to connect to the compensator. Here we are going to connect the compensator, right? Just a minute. At this point, the compensator is connected, even the zigzag transformer of the other leg also. I mean, there is a different kind of a transformers, a special transformers are there. They can be used in the three-leg VSC based inverter, and the special transformers can be used to bypass the load neutral current instead of going to the source. Okay, this way we can what I say, it can improve in the three-phase power quality, current quality improvement can be done in a three-phase 4-wire distribution system. This is one of the one more transformer which is of a star delta transformer. This also is possible to improve the current quality in a three-phase 4-wire distribution system. Okay. Here, when you see over here, yeah, this is a three-leg VSC. These are all three-leg. These are all the special type of the transformers. And not exactly this alone is not a special transformer. It's a special type transformer. All other transformers are the special type of the connections of the bindings. Okay, that is a three-leg VSC. In the case of a isolated system, also, these are things which have been used. See, especially non-isolated VSC, you have a two-leg VSC also, and then in order to eliminate the neutral current, we have been used the zigzag transformer. Okay, zigzag transformers. And please, I will provide you this content also. Please go through that all other topologies also. Yeah. Here, the control of the D-STATCOM, one thing which is there in this in this is the main objective of the control algorithm of DStatCom is to estimate the reference currents. To estimate the reference currents using feedback signals, using feedback. Okay. I mean, you have a DStatCom, especially. We need to estimate the currents of this filter current. One is of this current, we need to estimate it. We need to estimate these currents. Okay. I'm just going to explain now how are you going to estimate the reference compensator currents or the filter currents also. Yeah. We have a time domain current control algorithms. These are the time domain control algorithms which can be developed to control the DStatCom. These are all the frequency domain control algorithms. Okay. One simple algorithm which I'm just going to try to replace is a unit template or a PI control based control. Here, I'll give you a background over here. See, the requirement of the particular DStatCom, which I represented a current source over here, for a single phase system, I'm just giving it. This may be the load. This may be the load. Okay. As I was mentioning about the DStatCom, this is about the source, this is about the load. Here, the source is delivering a power to the load as well as to the DStatCom also. Why it is delivering the power to the source, to the load and the DStatCom is here for a DStatCom, is it a load? Maybe is in terms of it's a load only. One thing is the source is delivering the active power. Maybe I just given about active power for time being to the PL load and to the DStatCom also. Okay. Why? Because DStatCom is having a capacitor over here. See, this capacitor is having a voltage of some VDC will be there. Maybe they keep the reference maybe 2 to 1.6 times of generally the VDC is 2 to 1.6 times of the supply peak voltage. Supply peak voltage. Okay, this they are going to use it. Here, see, at any point of a time, the capacitor is going to dry out the energy stored in that also. Even like to charge again to the 2 to 1.6 or any kind of a voltage, it takes some active power. And the active power which is taken by the active power taken by the source, it's a very minimum active power only. It is not required to take about a huge power also. Huge power in terms of the real. Very few amperes is itself is enough to charge it also, to charge to a certain voltage also. Here, the point is here, what I want to highlight over here, this is anyway it is going to take about it, the real power. Okay, it takes a real power. here I'm just going to explain you one of the theory which is based upon this background, the real power taking from the source, real power taking from the source. Based upon that, they have developed a theory in controlling the D-STATCOM, in controlling the D-STATCOM. What exactly here it is? This is a unit template or PI controller based control algorithm, unit template or PI controller based control algorithm of D-STATCOM. Here, the objectives of the D-STATCOM is to make about the unity power factor at a PCC and also a balanced. Okay, unit balance. Here, in order to make out the source currents to be balanced, especially these are the reference source currents. These are the reference source currents. Here, for that, what they did was, in order to make about just a minute. I mean, this is a very simple algorithm also. One thing is to make out the source currents is in phase with the voltage, What they did was, they take out, if you take the voltages as Vm sine omega t or Vm sine omega t minus 120, this is Vb, or Vm sine of omega t plus 120. In that, what they divided, they divide all the signals with the voltage magnitude, the Vm by Vm. Here also the Vm. Then what we get here is the unit templates of the voltage. Here it is made about the USA and USB and USC are the voltages. Okay. Then what we get over here it is, we get about a sine omega t and then sine omega t minus 120 and then sine omega t plus 120. The USA, which are reference to this, USA is equal to sine omega t, USB is equal to sine omega t minus 120, USC is equal to this signal. For this signal, what they did was they were trying to regulate this capacitor voltage, VDC. As I said, was VDC to be maintained as 2 to 1.6 times of the supply peak voltage. They are going to charge it. Here they fix out the reference and they measure the actual value of the inverter. Okay. Actual value of the inverter. And then they try to get error. Error is controlled by the PI control. PI control gives the steady state output, the IS star of P. That is multiplied with this IS star of PP in all the signals. This is unit template of this, whatever the unit template, whichever it is there, that is USCA, USP, USC are there, right? Yeah. The USA, that is sine of omega t, USP of sine of omega t minus 120, USC, which is multiplied with the only the I star of EPP. This is a DC component which you are going to get it. Okay, I star of SPP. These are all the reference currents which are being making out. These are all the reference source currents. See, once you find out the reference source currents, okay, once you find out the reference source current of IS star of P, IS star of C, we just make out these currents. What these currents are, the PI current error, that is I star of, what is that current? I star of, I shared it right now. Yeah. SPP into sine of omega t, I star of SPP, which is of sine of omega t minus 120 degrees, I star of SPP, which is of sine of omega t plus 120 degrees. Okay. How we have calculated this one is, this is the BDC star, and then we compare the actual, we have measured the actual VDC voltage, and with respect to this, we try to find out the error. We try to find out the minus over here, plus is over here, signal, and which has been given to the PI controller, output, which is of I star of SSP. What exactly this I star of SP, which is multiplied with the sine omega t. This kind of the controller is used. This kind of the controller is used. I mean, if you try to observe this one, this controller especially is required to maintain the VDC voltage, DC link voltage. We are going to maintain it. The DC link, where we are taking it, making out as the reference source currents. The DC link is to be charged from the source. How much it has to be charged? We have fixed the reference one. We have fixed the reference of VDC star. With that, okay, it has been charged from the source only. Okay, it has been charged from the source only. Whatever I have explaining you, especially this particular content, just now, before going to that, I've explained this part. The source is taking about the power to charge from the source only. Then what happened was, it is to be charged this way, that is of IS star of PPP. I mean, see here, we are not found out the what should be the discharge current currents. We try to fix about how much is the source current, I star of SC, and this about the load, which is of IL. We have been fixing out this current. Then how do you fix about this particular compensator current? Compensator current. How do you fix the compensator current? We can apply the KCL at this node, at the point of common coupling, ICA star, which is equal to ILA minus of ISS star. Okay, because the reference source current, we are fixing it how much to be. It is fixed by this particular control algorithm. We are fixing out IS star P, that is to be subtracted, and the ICA to be supplied, ICA star. See, in that case, what exactly is going to happen is, the source is supplying the real power, the real current which is utilized to charge the capacitor, okay. Then what the compensator is going to do? The compensator, apart from this component of the current, the rest of the current of ILA minus ISA star is going to supply. ILA minus ISA star is going to supply from the filter current, from your D-STATCOM, current. Okay, this is one of the control algorithm. Here, the point here it is, what I was explaining you is some of the background is, the source is supplying the average power which is required by the load and which is required by the D-STATCOM. But this particular concept of this particular algorithm, which I was the algorithm which I have shown you in one of the this particular algorithm. the unit template based algorithm. In this algorithm, this is a very simple algorithm. It is a very simple algorithm to develop, to control the DStatCom, to improve the current quality, or to maintain the power factor correction mode of operations. But one thing over here, are you able to see the OneNote screen, right? Hello? Hello? Anyone can respond. Are you able to see the OneNote screen?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, here the point is in the earlier explanation which I have told you, the source is supplying the active power which is required by the DStatCom and the load. This generally it is used to do by this way only, but depending on the algorithm, they are going to make in a different kind of a sense. How it is here, it is the reference source current which is generated based upon this particular voltage loop alone. So we are not considered the how much is the load reactive power to be supplied by the source. But once you are charging this one by this control algorithm, what the unit template algorithm, we are generating this ICS star, that is ILA minus ISSR. That means that this compensator is supplying the load active power also. See, rest of very little bit this ISS star, which is the active power which is used to maintain the DC link voltage alone. The source is supplying only to maintain the DC link voltage alone with respect to this particular algorithm. With respect to this algorithm, we have developed here, the source is supplying only the active power which is required to maintain the DC link voltage, but not the active power to be delivered by the load also. But what exactly in this particular case of the operation is going to happen is, see, the source is supplied the active component of the current, the star current, to maintain the DC link voltage, and the load anyway, it takes the required current of IL. It is not going to, we are not. And what exactly the DStatCom is going to do is, the DStatCom is going to pump the compensator I star CA is IL minus ICSR. This is generated based upon the DC link voltage control loop, voltage control. Then what about this power? What about the load required active power? The load required active power also is going to supply by DStatCom. Okay. The DStatCom, the compensator current, which is of generally what this compensator current harmonics anyway it is going to supply harmonics, and then the reactive component of the current, and also the unbalanced component of the current, as well as, especially with respect to this way of controlling the DStatCom, it is going to supply active component of the, or I can say that active power redistributed. Active power is redistributed, or active power is supplied to the load also. Why it is going to supply to the load? Because see, this I star is only to regulate the DC link voltage. In that case, what happened was, in this load is required that amount of the current. Even like you see this particular current, IL star minus IS star. This is of the IS star, which is of regulating the DC component current. The rest of the current of the, when you do this IL minus IS, we are going to get harmonics, and we are going to get about this particular reactive component of the current, as well as unbalanced current, this current also. Okay, when you look into this particular equation, then once the D STATCOM, if you think that it is supplying the active power current required by the load, then what happened was the DC link voltage, it is going to decrease. See, once generally, suppose if you charge the capacitor directly from an AC supply, what happened was you will get some kind of a, once it is charged, how do we discharge the capacitor? We just short the two wires of it. And obviously it discharges at a very faster rate. Okay. The same thing here. Once if it is, whatever the load required active power, it is coming from the source and it is again to redistributing this way. It is going to, that's what I was telling, active power is redistributed in all the phases. It is going to, instead of flowing to this way, it is going to flow this way. Why? Because anyway, the capacity, what I said was the DC, the compensator is going to supply this active power by the required by the load. When you look into this equation of IC star of IL minus IS star, then obviously, definitely the compensator is going to supply the active component current. These are the currents: harmonics, reactive current, unbalanced, and active power also. Then who is going to charge that? See, if we think that the capacitor is going to supply the active component of the current required by the load, then who is going to charge? I star. The source is itself is to be charged because we have this particular the DC voltage control. Then that means that the active power is redistributed in the D STATCOM. That's what I was telling. Active power is redistributed, supplied to the load only. Okay, I'll please, I'll share you by today this both this content, especially you can go through this algorithm also. Okay. Especially this VSP they did was, how did the VSP did was, it is 2/3. These are the instantaneous voltage, the VSA and VSP. We'll be getting this one. When you calculate this particular equation, we get the peak value of the voltage. That's what the VSA. The VSA is the instantaneous source voltage by the VSP, the peak of the amplitude of the PCC voltage by VSP. Then we will be getting off, as I was mentioning just now, that is of USA is equal to Vm of sine omega t by the Vm. The Vm is nothing but this particular equation. Okay. This way they will be controlling. This is the one of the controller they've given us the unit template based control algorithm of D STATCOM for power factor correction. Okay. In the next class, I'll try to discuss about another theory, which is to regulate the D STATCOM, which is of instantaneous symmetrical component theory. Okay, instantaneous symmetrical component theory. Okay, the last working day is on is up to Friday, right, or up to Saturday?
Friday, sir.
Friday.
And hardly we'll get around 2 classes, right? Okay, no problem. I'll try to make out one of the topic which I was not been started yet is the last unit, the unified power quality condition. The last unit which the student, your friends have given the presentation. Okay. Okay, I'll try to finish off this the last unit also. I think this content of the dynamic voltage reservoir is very clear, right? If you have any doubts, you can discuss with me also. I've shared you the material in the LMS model. Okay. We'll meet again from tomorrow.